What's going on, people? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, we're doing a live PC build today. This is gonna be a mini ITX build for my dad. It's for his birthday, which is next week, and he doesn't know I'm building it for him, but he doesn't watch my streams, and he doesn't have social media, so he'll have no idea that I'm doing this. Mom, if you're watching this, don't tell dad. This is gonna be a pretty mid-range system, nothing too crazy, very middle of the road. It's not a gaming PC, although we are throwing in a low-end GTX 1650. He's just gonna be using it for work, primarily. I'm replacing his old system that I built him over 5 years ago, which had a Core i3-2120, I think, which was 2 cores, 4 threads, base clock of like 3.3 gigahertz, really old, just slow CPU now. It was fine back then, but it's definitely showing its age now. I will try not to brick anything. Thank you for that, Chaotic. It's also worth noting that I'll probably be limited in my responses and my attentiveness to chat, because I'll be, head over here, focused on the build and stuff. But his system also had a GTX 650 Ti. It was a 650 Ti boost, so very old system, only had 8 gigs of DDR3 memory, 1333 speed, with a Z77 motherboard, and it was inside of a Fractal Design Node 202. So we're gonna keep the form factor small because he actually puts his PC in a little cubby that's underneath his desk. At least it's off the floor. I don't like it in the cubby because it just gets hot, traps a lot of heat. But at the very least, we're gonna keep it similar form factor using the ZX1, once again, from iQnix. Hype train, let's get it, thank you guys. This is the same case, technically the same model case that I used in a recent video, the white one, except this is the air-cooled version of that chassis, so it's not quite as tall. It doesn't have room for a 240 millimeter radiator at the top, but we can still put 2 120 millimeter fans, which I am planning to do today. So I'm just gonna go really quickly down the line of parts that we're using here. Let's go ahead and switch camera angles. Look at that, fancy. I'm stepping up my game here. So much quality. It's a little overexposed, but that's okay. So for our CPU, I decided to go with a Ryzen 5 3600 XT, mainly because I have an extra one on hand. This is gonna be plenty fast for my dad. It's 6 cores, 12 threads, much faster than the old, 5-year-old Core i3 that he's using currently on Ivy Bridge, the Ivy Bridge architecture. So this is still very relevant and speedy chip for today's day and age, even though it's a generation old, and it's a lot more accessible. And you can actually find 3600 XTs for a decent price still. So this is gonna be going inside of the B550 MITX AC from ASRock. Just a nice little mini ITX board here. It's got PCIe Gen 4 support. Yeah, it's got Wi-Fi as well. I can't remember if my dad uses a direct connection or Wi-Fi, so I just wanted to give him the option for both. We're gonna be cooling the chip with just a Wraith cooler that came with the chip. So this is a Wraith Spire. I believe it's a Spire. Stealth is the shorter one. So this will be going on top. Plenty of cooling, I think, for a 3600 XT that my dad's not even going to be putting under a heavy load most times. We also have 16 gigs, a dual channel kit of Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4 3600 speed. Nice kit, low profile. Works well in a build like this. For our SSD, I'm actually giving him a 2 terabyte P2 from Crucial. This is an NVMe M.2 drive. I believe it's PCIe Gen 3, but it's not like my dad would really leverage Gen 4 speeds anyway. Still really fantastic drive. Crucial's a great brand for SSDs and NAND and all that stuff. 2 terabytes is gonna be more than enough. I actually wanted to give him a 1 terabyte, but this was lying around, so he'll get a little extra capacity there. SF450 from Corsair, tried and true small form factor PSU, 80+ gold certified. GTX 1650, like I said, he's not gonna be doing any gaming on this. This is not a gaming build, but I wanted to give him, obviously he needs a video signal because there's no iGPU on that 3600 XT. So here's a fairly entry-level GPU, 1650. I'm not exactly sure how accessible these cards are. These are probably also inflated right now too, and hard to find. It's just stupid. And then let's see, what am I missing here? We're gonna add some fans. Like I said, we're gonna put 2 120 millimeter fans at the top of this case. And I wanted them to be good fans, quiet fans that moved a lot of air. So we've got some NF F12s from Noctua, and they are, of course, Chromax, completely blacked out, so it'll match the case. None of that hideous tan stuff. And in this case, you can definitely see whatever fans you mount at the top, you can see them very clearly because this top panel is wide open. There's no mesh. In fact, there's no mesh whatsoever on this entire case. It's a fairly open design, a lot of ventilation on either side panel. So Cool, sound good? I think we're ready to go. Why not the 3600? Because I don't have an extra 3600, but I do have an extra 3600 XT. It kind of just boils down to which parts I have on hand. And then the parts that I didn't have that you know, I really wanted for this build, I just bought separately, but I wasn't just gonna buy a 3600 when I had a perfectly good 3600 XT on hand. Obviously it's, you know, it's more than he really needs, but at least it'll last him a bit longer that way. Let's start with assembling the motherboard. And once we do that, I actually want to do a test boot. Before we continue, this video is brought to you by Crucial SSDs. The P5 and P2 are fast and affordable NVMe M.2 drives perfect for any desktop build or laptop upgrade. Whether you're booting into Windows or launching games, these drives can speed up your system significantly, making it feel snappy and responsive. Both models also support full drive encryption, excellent write endurance, and come back with a 5-year warranty. Crucial's X6 and X8 are external SSDs using a compact design that uses USB 3.1 Type-C inside of an anodized aluminum unibody. On top of a 3-year warranty, they feature drop proofing up to 7.5 feet while being highly resistant to extreme temperature, shock, and vibration for utmost peace of mind. Learn more about all the SSDs Crucial has to offer by clicking on the link below. So we do need the AM4 bracket still in place, however, so the back plate, I should say, which is currently mounted. So 3600 XT, right in there. Yes, I am using the stock cooler. That is correct. Okay, so I'm gonna mount it this way with the AMD logo facing that way. I usually face this away from the memory, away from the DIMM slots. Because I've found in the past that especially on mini ITX motherboards, sometimes there can be interference. What is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh, did someone just donate like $100 or something? Holy crap. Oh wait, is this party mode? Did someone redeem party mode? You did redeem Rainbow Socks. Rainbow Socks redeemed party mode. Shoot, I forgot about party mode. I forgot about a lot of things. I forgot about rewards, that rewards are a thing. Okay, I guess we can try party mode. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Screw it. You have to give me a second though. Give me a second. Ugh. Party mode. I swear to God. Okay. Now it's really dark. This is gonna be a really weird PC build. Can I brighten it? Uh-oh. That actually doesn't look horrible. Like it's like bright. You guys can see and stuff, right? This is the weirdest PC build ever. Let me just see what it looks like from the top angle here. Oh wow, okay, that's actually too bright. Let me, oh, why do I have to be so short? Maybe I should just kill it. Oh God, but now it's too dark. So what's the play here? What if aha. That's not horrible, right? And I am planning to, I was thinking that I was gonna re-upload this to YouTube once it's all done. Maybe do like a highlight reel version. If my editor's down for it. No. That way anyone who misses it can relive the PC rave build. So CPU cooler installed, CPU's mounted, everything's awesome. We should probably install the memory next. Or you know what, before we do that, let's get our M.2 in here. Hey, hydrate. I see that hydrate. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. I don't have Twitch alerts visible, just the audio and stuff, but cheers. Thank you for the hydrate there, Sharky. Or dehydrate, I should say, because I'm drinking. No. Yes, I'm drinking, and it's only 2 p.m. You know why? Because life sucks. Got screwed up last week, bent my rim, got a flat tire, and I was like, oh, well, I have a spare car. My other car, it's still working. Thank God for that. And that car decided to take a shit on me today, too. So now I have 0 cars that function, but I can't leave. I can't really leave on my own right now. I'm stuck here. So thank you guys for joining me, keeping me company. But this is all to say that life has been a bitch lately, so I'm having a damn it. All right, memory. So again, dual channel kit of 16 gigs. This doubles the capacity of my dad's old PC. I didn't realize he was only using 8 gigs, only put 8 gigs in that system. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to go here. Like I said, I wanted to do a test boot. I think it's important that we do that, especially given the case that we're working with. So let's bust open this guy. Ooh, this is a good question. Does this 1650 have an 8-pin connector on it? Oh yeah, I'm sure it does, because it's an OC model. There isn't. Oh my gosh, I forgot how power efficient these things are. Okay, we don't need a PCIe cable. That is huge in a case like this. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try powering this on. Obviously, we don't have a power button connected here, so we're gonna have to short out the power pins, the power button pins. Power supply should be on first. How do I make that mistake every time? I know you're all very nervous right now, and that's fair because I am too. Was I touching the wrong one? Ah, I was touching the wrong pins. I think I was the USB 2 header. But the system's powering on. Looks like the CPU cooler's spinning, fan is spinning on the GPU as well. I'm just waiting on a video signal from the monitor, which currently nothing. I feel like it should have turned on by itself. Ha ha! Splash screen, we have a boot. We're in the clear to continue. Hopefully we won't run into any complications once the build is fully put together. Now we can actually start working with the case. Starting with the installation of the motherboard, mounting that, getting that situated. So one of my favorite things about this case is how easy it is to get in and out of. Top panel, completely toolless, just magnetic. However, once you get inside the case, there are quite a few screws that you have to undo in order to take parts of the case apart. I was actually gonna use this case for myself. I like these cases so much that I was gonna actually build a PC for the guest bedroom in my house for a buddy of mine who's gonna be living with me for like 3 months. Just like a short-term stay. He got a new job that's in LA, which is a pretty far commute from his house. I live much closer to downtown LA, so he's gonna live with me for a while until he finds a new place closer to work. But right now that room is completely empty, so I was planning to put a PC in there for him and using this case, but I'll find another case, or I'll just get another one of these. Honestly, I like it that much. You should be saving points for the Charizard onesie. No one buy that reward today though, because the onesie is not here, it's at home. No one's redeemed the Charizard onesie reward yet, so I feel like it's close. Like any day now, any one of these streams soon, it's just gonna drop. Someone's gonna drop it. Oh, there's a dehydrate. Thank you. Thank you very much. 4th cup of coffee. Woo! Riser cable comes included with the ZX1. It is PCIe Gen 3, however. The Gen 3 cable. So we may actually have to jump into the BIOS at some point and switch it over to Gen 4, or force it to be Gen 3, I should say, in order to work with the 1650, because I believe the 1650 is Gen 4. So many motherboards come with pre-installed I/O shields nowadays that sometimes it's a step that I almost forget to do when I'm working with a board that doesn't have a pre-installed shield. They should all be pre-installed IMO. That's lining up with our pre-installed standoffs pretty nicely, so I think we're ready to screw this down. This case also comes with a really nice organized screw kit, or a screw set. And I believe these are the ones we want for the Mobo. Fortunately, there's only 4 screws here with the mini ITX board. Let's do the fan assembly on this top panel, because not only do we have to put fans on this thing, but we also have to connect some front panel cables. On top of that, we also have front panel HD audio, which I'm going to skip over. My dad doesn't use front panel audio at all. It's one less cable in a already cramped case, so I'm not gonna bother. And this is the SATA power that I was talking about. Comes included with this adapter. The actual front panel connectors, like power and reset and stuff, those are soldered to the inside of the case. We'll get to that in just a moment. So this is gonna go like that, right? This is the top of the case. And we want 2 fans on top of this as well. Moving air, what do you guys think? Intake or exhaust at the top? I want to say intake, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I think it'd be fine either way. It's not like we're jamming this thing with a bunch of high-end hardware like we did with the water-cooled version of this chassis a week ago. So let me get the fans out. Chromax NF-F12s. Love these fans. They can be used for radiators or just the standard case fans. 4-pin PWM connectors. Nice black sleeved cables. Noctua really did this Chromax series right. Don't forget to use your rubbers. Good protection. Good vibration. Rules the nation. Okay, is it just me, or like anytime you drop any screw on the ground, it happens to land somewhere that is not within your line of sight? Do you know what I mean? Like I just dropped the screw right now and I was like looking around, I was like, where is it? It's because it was like hiding behind the leg of the table, of the desk that I'm on right now. Screws don't want to be found. In their defense, no one really wants to get screwed. Oh, thank you for the dehydrate. Alxiren. Alxiren. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers, mateys. What the hell's going on? Looking good, I know. It's coming together. It's coming together. The reason why there's no music on this stream is because, like I said, I was considering putting this on YouTube afterwards, and I just don't know if the music that I have for streams is copyright free, or if, you know, the algorithm's gonna flag it. I don't wanna get content ID'd. And I also figured, I might wanna just add my own music, switch it up or whatever for the VOD. So you'll just have to watch me build this in uncomfortable silence. This uses a pass-through cable. Just like a lot of similarly sized cases with this form factor, you do have a pass-through cable that you route through the back, and that'll eventually plug into the back of our power supply. We do have that bracket we need to install. Let me make sure that I'm mounting this bracket correctly in the proper orientation. So if it's like this, gonna wanna go like this. This side will mount to the case. Ugh, I'm just gonna use my own power supply screws. I don't know which ones they want me to use here. Is it length or girth that's causing us all these problems? It was length, because that goes in like a glove. Okay, I need to find longer screws. All right, yay, bracket on the PSU, finally. That took forever. Dun, 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 dun. All right, power supply's installed, yo. Hell yeah, we don't even have to worry about passing a PCIe cable over to this side for the GPU. That is so awesome. Look at that. So this side of the case is practically done. And I gotta say, how much easier it is. What a difference it makes when you're not dealing with an AIO inside of a case this size. The other ZX1 build with the Corsair liquid cooler, that was cramped AF. I just was pressing and maneuvering and, you know, adjusting things. It was a really tight fit. That's what she said. Seriously? I think we literally just have the GPU and we're done. That's awesome. This is the mounting mechanism to help hold the GPU in place, but it's white, which means I use the black ones for the white build. Hold on. This is screwed up. Yep, screwed up. So here's the white build. Look, black. I put the black one here. It's not supposed to be black. Ugh. How did I mix that up? I mean, it wouldn't matter. My dad wouldn't care if it was white, but it bothers me. I care. It doesn't look bad here. Like the black on the white case looks fine because there's already all this black on the IO shield and the power connector and stuff, but it's gonna stick out. Like a white backing on that black case is gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Look at how itty bitty. So cute. So cute. I believe the GTX 16 or the GTX 650 Ti that I put in my dad's original workstation build for him was also like a miniature card. I give him a lot of shorty cards. Tell him how you use it though, right boys? Okay. Turn this up so you can see. This one goes right over it. And screw down. Go, go, go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's locked in. That's firm. It's firm, baby. Look at all that room. Damn, son. You can put like a 120 rad right there if you wanted to. Before that, this video was brought to you by cdkoffers.com, a cool website I found for all of your game keys and software key needs. You can find keys for really cheap and they're reliable. And I just so happen to really need a Windows 10 Pro key for a system that I just built. Let me punch in my payment information really quick. Bye now. All right, here's my key. And the system's already activated, but we can just change the product key to the one we just bought. And if all goes smoothly, activate. It works, yay. So super legit. Go ahead and follow the link in the description below, guys, and be sure to use the code BW20 for 20% off any of the keys or orders that you make at cdkoffers.com. All right, yo, the build's done. The build's done. Look at those Noctua fans. Let's put the panels on. It looks so good. And there's a finished look at this side of the build. Came out pretty clean. And moment of truth, we're gonna try turning this on. It should go well, because we already did a test boot, and we really haven't changed anything to the build, apart from adding a few more devices here and there. This build is for my dad. His birthday's next week, which happens to be right around Father's Day as well, so it's kind of or one gift for two occasions type of thing. He's currently using a PC that I built him 5 years ago for work. Obviously that's showing its signs of age, so he asked if I could help put one together for him like a couple months ago, but he was like, you know, not for his birthday, not for a gift, but he was like, oh, I'll pay you to build something. I was like, get the fuck out of here, you're not gonna pay me anything. But he doesn't know that. He thinks that, you know, this is like a project that I'm gonna be doing for him, like commission work or something. But I'm just gonna surprise him with it next week. And if you guys, let me know if you wanna see like maybe a before and after video, like a benchmark sort of comparison between his old PC and this one. That might be kind of cool. Maybe we could run some like, I don't know, some like really basic stress tests, like similar tasks to what he uses right now, or similar applications. Like my dad's he's a really grateful guy and stuff, but he hides his emotions well a lot of the time, so on camera it wouldn't really translate. He'd be like really excited internally, but you know, his face would be kind of stone cold on camera, so maybe not much of a point there, but I think we're ready to turn this on. Bombs away! Oh, we have a boot. We have a boot. Yeah, baby, it's booting up. I don't gotta take it apart, cause I just booted together. Woo! Yay! See, I didn't brick a motherboard today, guys. You guys are my good luck charm. We have liftoff. Windows installation! Woo! Both of my cars are currently not working, yes. I have to appreciate all the good that's happening though. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just take this dongle out from here, put it into here, and now I've got a mouse. I love wireless mice. They're so convenient all the time, yeah. Windows 10 home. Well, the show's over, I guess. Build's done, go, everyone get out of here. Scram. I mean, I don't know. What should we do? Are you all taking off now, or you want to watch me install Windows? There's not much left to do from here other than, you know, getting drivers on, and we could do some preliminary testing. We could bencher. Live benching? We're gonna switch over to live benching? Yeah, let's just install Windows and chill. This has become a install Windows and chill stream, which I'm totally down with. Hell yeah. I do have to get something though, plus another beer, use the bathroom. So give me like three minutes or so. Keep an eye on Windows installation. Make sure that it doesn't stop installing. And if it does, well, you can't do anything. You're completely powerless, but just keep an eye on it. I will be right back. No! Woo! I just got news from my mechanic that the tire has arrived. Yes, perfect timing. Beautiful, beautiful. Aw, one of my other packages was delayed. Well, that sucks. Kinda sucks though, because I'm gonna have to, we'll let Windows continue installing here. I'm gonna have to get the car towed to the mechanic. Obviously I can't drive it on the flat. At least the car runs. At least I can physically drive the car onto the tow truck. Unlike when I fried my ECU, that was a bit more of a pain because I had to, you know, put it in neutral, have the tow truck driver help me push it and stuff. How was this? Fun? Live PC building? Do it more often? Never again? Excuse me. This keyboard's funny. You turn caps lock on and a light in the middle comes on. See that? Such a weird place for a caps lock LED. Something went wrong. No. So those of you who have never installed Windows or done a clean install before, just decline everything. Just say no to Windows, to Microsoft. Location, no. Diagnostic data, no. Tailored experiences, no. Online speech recognition, no. Find my device, fuck off. Inking and typing, go to hell. Advertising ID, shut up. Am I not tired after 2 streams? Oh, I'm gonna be wiped after this for sure. But I think, you know, I've just got a lot of adrenaline going through me right now. Just doing the build live and stuff kept me going. You know, when you're live, you kind of have to be on. I feel like I'd be even more wiped out if I was doing this without you guys, to be honest, because it would just be me alone in my thoughts. Just, you know, it's a lot easier to just start getting lazy when I don't have 500 people watching. Okay, we're in, baby. Oh, I didn't think about that. I can't switch scenes because I switched the keyboard and mouse over to this PC. Well then, do I have another wireless mouse around? Or just another mouse in general? Sorry, RGB PC, you're just getting pillaged. I don't have my sexy hotkeys, but I can still switch it with the mouse. There we go. All right, first driver I'm gonna install is a chipset driver, so let's just go to the motherboard product page. All right, so once you're at the product page, I guess I'll just walk you guys through it a little bit. There's usually a support page, support, and you wanna find the downloads, all the drivers and stuff, latest drivers update. Yes, please. And it looks like we've got, you know, Realtek Audio, Killer Suite, Killer LAN, AMD RAID, VGA driver, AMD chipset driver is what we want here. Download that. Obviously, we want the latest one, which is version 9.123.1. Open, and sort by type so we can easily find the application. And it's usually called setup. The executable, it'll be an executable file called setup most of the time, more often than not. And we'll just let it do its thing here. Oh, yeah, the parts are right there, Little Maiden. Someone did the command. No, I don't need to restart my computer just yet. I'm gonna install the rest of the drivers first. And obviously the Wi-Fi driver is already installed because it's working just fine. We're on Wi-Fi right now. Next up, drivers for the graphics card. So we'll go to the GeForce website, or I'm just gonna punch in GeForce drivers. It is a GeForce card, and we are using a 16 series desktop GTX 1650. Latest WICL driver is version 466.77, so I'm gonna download that. Save. It's downloading right now. Going through with the rest of our driver install here. GeForce RTX 3070 Ti, the ultimate play. The ultimate play, but you actually won't be able to play anything with it because it's impossible to find. Just rubbing it in our faces, NVIDIA. They need to change the verbiage on this button. It says out now. They need to put like an asterisk and say like JK. Good luck, have fun. What's the MSRP on this one? On what, this build? That's a good question. Let's see, 250 for the case, about 120, so for the motherboard, so 370, 470 with the RAM. How much is the 3600 XT right now? Like 250-ish? 470, so we'll say 4, 5, 6, 700-ish. 2 terabyte NVMe drive, that's gonna be at least 150 bucks, 180. So maybe 900 there, plus the power supply, another 100,000. And then how much is a GTX 1650 going for? Okay, looks like it could be had for as low as maybe 200 bucks. At Walmart, 194 bucks. Everywhere else, it's like $500. What the f? It's so dumb. So this is roughly a $1,200 build. I'd say $1,250 when you count the Noctua fans in there too. $1,250. And honestly, we could have gotten the same performance out of this thing for a lot cheaper if we went with, you know, a cheaper case that didn't cost 250 bucks on its own. Although I don't regret it because it's beautiful and super sexy. And also if we didn't splurge on the 2 terabyte NVMe drive, went with something, you know, maybe like a 1 terabyte drive instead. Oh, thank you guys for the level 1 hype. Much appreciated. I didn't even notice that was going on. All right, at this point, drivers are installed and we can carry on with installing some applications for testing. This will be kind of fun because I can show you guys, you know, the programs I use for basic benchmarking. It's obviously not gonna be the full-fledged benchmark suite that I usually use for graphics cards and stuff and CPUs. We'll just do like a mini benchmark run today, but a lot of the same apps will be used. Woohoo! This is one of the LG monitors I looked at recently, 180 hertz. And man, you can tell, thing's fast as hell. Just the mouse cursor, woo! Right now I'm using an L80 from iQnix. So actually the same brand that makes this, that makes this case, they also make mechanical keyboards. And they're really nice, surprisingly nice. Good quality, genuine Cherry MX switches, but you can opt for Gatoron if that's your preference. They have a bunch of different switch options. The nice thing about this keyboard is that it's wireless and wired. I like options, I like having options. This wireless, like having a wireless keyboard like for a stream like this has been extremely helpful. And so far it's like, it's pretty instantaneous. Like I don't notice any kind of latency. Obviously there's gonna be some, but it's pretty responsive. What else do we want to test here? We could test a game, but then we have to wait for it to download and stuff. And you know what, guys? I'm probably not actually gonna test the game. We'll just do a bit of like load testing with Unigine because I do have to get my car fixed pretty soon here. Before the mechanic closes for the day, I really don't want to have to wait till tomorrow to do all that because remember, my other car is not working right now, so I need to catch him before he closes. So we'll just do some quick testing here. Assuming that Unigen is now running or able to work. Ahaha! I was actually just reaching for the glass. Thank you, Justin Bieber. Wow, Justin Bieber PhD has graced us with his presence, everyone. I feel like a celebrity myself. What an unexpected cameo on today's build stream. What the heck? Come on, Unigen. Don't be a dick. Why don't we just run a different app then? I don't have time for this. MSI Combustor. How about that? How about that? How you like them apples? Okay, this is not the right. I hate you, Bing. Suck my dick. What the hell? What's going on here? I'm not choosing to use Bing. It's just, you know, clean install Windows. I don't have any other browser on here yet, and I was too lazy to punch in Google initially, but obviously that bit me in the ass. Bing is useless. I'm pretty sure I can download Combustor through the Afterburner landing page on MSI's website, if I'm not mistaken. And they love to put all the download links at the very bottom of this horribly long page. There is no, what kind of fucking web page is this? Oh, there's no Combustor link? Dude, this is so dumb. Yeah, so you guys aren't really gonna be able to see anything just because the camera's not set up to, I wasn't expecting to show you guys anything on the screen really for this stream, but I'll walk you through, I'll talk and stuff. Here we go. Could not find the DLL installed in your system. This is required. Yes, to download. Fine. Fine. Do whatever you have to do. Oh my God, this is taking forever. Good. Please launch the render test now. Go. All right, there it is. All right, we're putting a load on the system now. So the GPU is at 100% load right now, like 98, 90, 99%. And it's currently at 50 degrees, 50 C, and climbing. Meanwhile, our CPU is kind of bouncing back and forth between idling and doing stuff in the background, so the temperature is fluctuating. Right now it's hovering in like the high 60s, mid 60s, sometimes hitting 70 C. GPU is now at 54 C. The good thing is that it seems to be running properly. Everything's going smooth and I don't see any red flags. This looks like all the parts are working well, playing nicely together. I do have to go into the BIOS at some point and switch over the memory settings. I have to enable XMP, because right now I think it's only running at 2133. And of course the RAM is rated for 3600. I'll probably just set it to 32 since it's Ryzen 3000. And depending on how warm the CPU gets, when I test this, when I start testing this more, I may undervolt it just a little bit to keep things in check. It'll keep the fans a little quieter too, particularly the CPU cooler fan. Right now it seems to be okay. It's still in like it's still hovering in the 60s, but I'll have to do some load testing on the CPU because my dad's gonna be utilizing the CPU a lot more than the graphics card for what he does, which is just basic, like, you know, just basic office tasks. We're at 56 C now, almost at 57 C. And CPU temperature is still where it was. 1890 megahertz on the GPU core clock, 2000 megahertz on the memory clock, fan speeds at 60%, and the system is pretty quiet. It does ramp up, I can hear the CPU cooler, the Wraith cooler, ramp up a bit when the CPU starts working hard, which is why I said I might undervolt it to keep it a little bit cooler and quieter, but again, I'll have to do some more testing to figure out what the best move is. 57.6 C on the GPU now, climbing to 58. It's still going up, but it's climbing really slowly. It's not gonna hit 70 C, I don't think. It'll stop somewhere in the 60s. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna cut it off here. Yeah, I think this was fun. This was a good time. We'll definitely stream again, do a live build in the future, sooner than later, because I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too. But 24-hour Valorant stream incoming. That's what we're not gonna do, Dr. Hefe. There is a charity stream that Paul and I will be doing in about a week or two. So more details on that soon. It'll be a lot of fun. We're just gonna be gaming for like 10, 12 hours on a certain Saturday. So stay tuned for that, and maybe I'll stream again tomorrow. Probably not gonna stream a third time today, but I'll let you guys know when that next stream's coming around. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, take care, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!